Hello, good morning, and welcome to another video tutorial. This has been Easy Forex. Let's go straight to the point. We have been trading synthetic indices offered by the Reef company, and like we do, we look at the market and then foretell what is likely probable to happen in the future. Today I want us to look at this market, which is volatility 25 index. Volatility 25 index. So we'll be doing a top-down analysis from the monthly time frame down to maybe barely 15 minutes or 1 hour time frame, where we will envisage for possible entries. Let's go straight to the video. On the monthly time frame, we can see that market has been in a downtrend. Okay, so we had a low, we had a high, we had we had a lower low, and then a lower high right here, and we have this lower low. We can even put one here and then here. So market has been moving in a downtrend. By now, I suppose you know your basic market structure. So in a downtrend, we see a series of lower lows and lower highs. So we have a low, a high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then we see some consolidation right at this area, and market or price seems to be breaking to the upside, breaking the high here. Okay, so on the monthly, though we are bearish, but currently we have a bullish move to the upside. So we can even put a trend line right here at this spot on the monthly time frame. So we are currently bullish, which means that we are no longer looking for sell opportunities, but we are more interested in buying opportunities. All right. And the reason is very simple. This is the last low that price put in, and right after this low, we see price series of bullish candles moving to the upside for barely almost 1 year now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For almost a year now, this asset has been trending to the upside. All right. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So we are bullish. We are bullish. On the weekly time frame, we see exactly the same thing. We see exactly the same thing. Market was bearish from this side to the downside. This was the last low, and then this was the last lower high that put in this low, and price has violated it right here, and we are also violating even these highs. All right, so we are no longer bearish, but we are bullish on VIX 25. So let me put a trend line here. You can adjust it to here where there was an attempted break, but it failed. It failed. So let me adjust it this way. And you know the rules for a trend line. Trend line is supposed to have 2 or 3 touches at least. If you have 2 touches, it makes it valid. But if you get 3 touches, it makes it more valid. Okay, so we have our origin, a first touch, even a second touch, and then we have a third touch right here. So this is a valid trend line. Now, we know that we are bullish, so we are expecting buys on these assets. And if we are marking our resistance and support, in a downtrend, you mark support, and then in an uptrend, you mark resistance, which means that in a downtrend, when support gets broken, you wait for a retest to the support line as resistance. So let's say this was support that was broken, price came in to test it and then sold. This support also right here, price violated it, came to retest, but it was a deep one, and then we see a sell. So we kept breaking the lows in that fashion, until this low right here was broken, and then market put in this last low, and we are seeing a push to the upside. So to the upside, we keep marking our resistance. This was the resistance. This area, this zone right here, was the resistance that was broken. Price retraced back, pushed up a little bit ahead of this one, resistance here. And then we had a little push down, and then we are getting another push to the upside. So I'm going to mark this area as an area of resistance on the weekly time frame, which we are waiting for price to violate and retest so that we get that buy to the upside. So I'm looking forward to seeing this week also going bullish and then retracing and giving us that continuous buy to the upside. In much the same way, market can decide, these are all probabilities, market can decide to sell from right this spot that we see on the weekly, but I foresee that any sell we get may not be long. It will be a short sell. It will be a short sell down here before we get another push to the upside. So I'll be more bullish on volatility 25 in the upcoming weeks and days. So going down to the, okay, let me mark this level as well. This is another important level. If price is to come down into this level, retest before we get another push to the upside. That is if it is going to come down from this resistance zone right here. So going down to the daily time frame, you can see that nice resistance line there on the weekly that we drew, which we are hopeful that price will violate and then come back to retest the zone, this high here, and then give us that continuation, that buy continuation. So because we are bullish buyers, we'll be more interested in the buys, but it does not mean that we cannot take sells. We can also take sell entries, but we should be very mindful of where to exit so that if market decides to resume its original direction, we will not be caught in the middle of the ocean. So on the daily, I can even mark this zone as well and extend it into the future. In case we get a sell, this area might hold price to the upside again. All right. So in case we get a sell from here, we are most likely to get support from here, this zone right here, before we get another push to the upside. So I'm going down to H4, that is the 4R. It is the same thing, and that zone is becoming much more clearer. So that is that for this particular asset. So let me go to H1 and see something. Okay. So if you want to take a sell, you will wait for price to break this area of support. This area of support right at this zone, and then retest it, and then we see a sell down into this particular H4 resistance that has been broken. We are waiting for it to be tested as support, then we can see a possible buy again. Likewise, price can also, we can put a trend line here, and then let me delete these lines, put another one below here. So we are getting some kind of a bearish wedge pattern, bearish wedge pattern where we see a high here and price try to push up, but not quite as much, and there we are seeing higher lows that are almost equal to each other. All right, they are almost like flat lows, almost the same. If we are going to get a sell, then we are most likely to get it down into this zone before the buys will resume again. But we wait till this zone gets broken and then retested, then we can take our sells to the downside. So on the 30 minutes, we see that channel nicely drawn, and that is that for my view on volatility 25 index. So in the upcoming days, if you want to be taking trades, you should be rather looking for buys more than sells. Be interested in catching the buys, because when you catch the buys, you can hold it and swing that trade for a very long period of time. This has been a long period of buying, and price actually is giving us some kind of a consolidation in the form of a bearish wedge pattern. So we wait more, and perhaps if you want to take a sell, let's wait till price gets into the trend line again for the third touch, and then wait for some rejections. We can take our sell and put our stop loss right above it and target this zone right here, 2140.308 price zone. This particular zone right here at this price level. So we can take our profits at this price level here to the right side. So that has been my view on volatility 25 index. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe and then hit the notification button for our weekly or our periodic analysis on the volatility assets. Thank you. This has been Easy Forex. See you soon.